When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Oh, I'm mute. I'm good. Now I'm back. Am I good? I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Zach, I should be good now, right? We should be in the game now, right? Should be good. Should be good. Look at everybody changing their profile. I love that. I love that. Zach, Mary J. I see y'all in the chat. Where are the family at? What's up, Carolyn? Y'all still don't have any sound? We still good? We should be good now, right? Chat, we should be good. Okay, we back. Stevie G, what's good, man? We good with the audio. Good with the audio. So finally got everything set up correctly, guys. We should have no drop-offs. We should have no fallout. Just had to change some settings with our streaming software. StreamYard has been giving my system a lot of issues, so we're just trying to find the best way to continue to provide you all this content. The phone line will be open all night. What's going on, Carolyn? How you feeling tonight? Urban Essence is in the building. Let's go. I hope I can hear some of y'all on the phone line tonight. We just gonna be reacting to the most recent news, man. We got a lot of news that we can react to. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and jump into it. Y'all know how to become members of the AAA family. You want to support the Coach Smook Network, !AAA, and it'll get you the link to join the AAA family, man. Get that birth certificate and support the network. Let me see if I can get this. Okay, yeah, we are here. And I'll get this window up right here and make sure we got this. All right, so let's jump right into the conversation. Look, tonight I want y'all to have as much fun as possible. Reason being because we have not had an interactive calling segment since last week. So I want to hear your voices. I want to hear check out the set. Oh yeah, we had to get straight, man. We had to come back to headquarters and get it set up. What's up, Jason? How you feeling? About to open the phone lines though. About to open the phone lines here in a second. So I got that scene set up. Just make sure we good. All right, y'all. So talking here, Bama sports, Bama football, Bama basketball. If you haven't been paying attention, you would have missed out. Alabama is now number 2 in basketball, number 2 ranked team in basketball behind baby brother, little brother, Auburn, whatever you want to call them. We were behind them. Good afternoon, good evening. My sweeties checking in. Lee Bay, Shawnee, my sister. Good evening. What's good, y'all tapping in with your boy this evening. I'm about to open this phone line up because I really want to hear what y'all thoughts are. Alabama number 2 basketball. Let's get a graphic up. I got the AP top 25 over here behind me. Let's transition to the screen. Let me see. Yeah, I like this. I like this look. See that? This is what I miss. This feels more at home for me. Makes me feel like I'm back with the gaming content and all that. You remember your boy? Y'all don't remember. Y'all got to check me out when we get back active on the gaming content. But as y'all can see, man, Alabama number 2, 20-3, coming in with the second most first place votes. But if you look at the coaches poll, a lot of coaches had Alabama ranked at number 1. If I could stop moving so fast. You had in the coaches poll, you had Alabama finishing ranked number 1, which is pretty exciting to see. I'm glad that we're not number 1. I like to keep the hunger. There's a lot of things that this team needs to do to clean up. Let's kind of dive into the numbers with Alabama. Averaging over 90 points a game. I think they're averaging over 90, or right at 90.8 points a game is what I was reading earlier. And then even just, the defense, we give up a lot of turnovers, but we create a lot of turnovers too. Alabama is actually one of the top defensive teams statistically in the SEC. I think they're number 4 in the SEC. So not a bad showing defensively. Just want to clean up those those turnovers, man. You can't go into the tournament play and conference tournament play, trying to solidify yourself as, a champ or a number 1 seed and turning the ball over the way that we've been doing it. So next up, we got Texas, man. This is going to be an exciting game. We're going to be on the road again. Once again, our veteran team has the opportunity to prove themselves. I think we have so much skill sets with the personnel we have available. Aiden Holloway, Mark Sears, Grant Nelson, and guys that play well off the ball like Jaron Stevenson. What's my guy's name? Aiden Sherrill, Diabate. Those guys that play well off the ball. If we can just come together and protect the ball a lot better, I think Alabama fares well a lot better in a lot of these matchups, especially when we play in our up-tempo game. The transition game for us is lethal. Would love to hear some of y'all's thoughts. On Alabama basketball coming in at number 2. But our next matchup is tomorrow against Texas, tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'll be tuned into that one on ESPN. Let's get into the preview of it. They've kind of broke it down here on ESPN. Y'all know I like to resource ESPN. Shout out to Data Scribe with the write-up. Let me see what those numbers is. Here we go. Yep, here go the numbers right here. Texas is scoring about 70.85 points a game. Solid scoring, not nothing crazy that we haven't seen. Remember, I said Alabama's averaging right at 90. The Crimson Tide have gone 9-1 against SEC opponents. Y'all know our only loss coming against Ole Miss. Came in, played scrappy against us, and they snuck one away from us. But other than that game, again, another loss caused by turnovers. Other than that game, Alabama has been able to weather the storm and pull away some close victories and some quality conference play. Let me check out the chat. Y'all are active in the chat right now. What's up, Shanae? I was thinking Auburn would have dropped, but I'm excited for number 2. No, Auburn loses a conference game against a quality Florida team. Was it Auburn? Auburn lost to Florida, right? And Florida is one of those sneaky teams. You can't look at records all the time and think that's what, going to determine these games. Basketball is a game of runs. Sometimes you catch a team after they figured out kind of who their guys are, and you catch them at that time where they're just clicking. And I think teams like Texas, Florida, Tennessee, those teams are going to start showing up late in this conference play as we get down the stretch in SEC ball play. But liking what these numbers are looking like. They're looking like the numbers are in our favor based off the averages. If we keep up the tempo, the shot volume, I think Texas might come in trying to control the tempo, slow the game down, get into more half-court sets. Something that we continue to struggle with as a Alabama on the offensive side. We continue to struggle with consistently being effective in our half-court sets. And I think we need to kind of get more balanced in the half-court sets. Now, in transition, we find a way to move the ball to the right spots. But I really think our half-court sets, we have to get better. As y'all listen to the music in the background, I don't know what's playing. I got my old playlist on, so I'm supposed to be having none other than Seafood Beats, Dooley Gang, the Fam. My guy, The Repetition, show me some records, man. My fellas been putting in work. They've been bringing all the hot fire, man. Everything y'all in the background is they contributed to the network. They're part of the Coach Smook network, man. Thank y'all for supporting. But yeah, and then we got my guy looking at some of the statistics. Let's go. Alabama 9-1, averaging 90.1 points. That's a high average for college. I remember probably like maybe 10 years ago, man, that the highest you would see at the college level was like 75, 80. That's even with like teams with multiple NBA prospects on them, Kentucky's and things of that nature. They weren't averaging like 95 points a game. John Wall and those guys, they weren't just averaging crazy amount of points. They was just dominating teams. 90.1 points a game, 39.3 rebounds, which is awesome. I wonder if I was to go back and compare where we were around this time last season, and the rebounding numbers, I'm willing to bet we're probably like plus 8, 9 in that category, just with Cliff being a presence, and his defensive presence on the interior has made a huge difference and allowed guys like Grant Nelson and Diabate to be, stretch for utility guys on both the offense and the defensive side, especially playing help side, protecting the rim with Grant Nelson. Man, he's been doing a great job. The audio is a little bit low, or the music. Let me see. I'm gonna give myself some volume here on the stream. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Here we go. How we sounding now? Talk to me, chat. Let me know. Let me know. Oh snap. Let me know. Oh snap. Let me know. Can I flow? Let me go. Yeah. Smook already know. Let me stop. Oh, well, don't get me hype, man. But looking at these numbers, man, I think it's a good matchup. I think it's a good matchup for Alabama to continue to come in and continue rolling, man. We got an opportunity to really set the tone to start the month of March with the momentum as one of the dominant teams, not just of the SEC, but of college basketball. This team has been weathering the storms. Like I said, it's been a few growing spots here and there. You've seen us fare well in most of them, more often than none, with the 20-4 record, right? Or 20. What are we? 20-3. 20-3 overall record. 9-1 in conference play. I think this is going to be another opportunity for us to just clean up the small things that's going to help this team really start to separate themselves as one of the dominant top 3, top 4 teams in college basketball. What's up, Kareem? Hood is in the building. What's up, family? How y'all feeling? Hey, let me get a like check on. Can we get a like check? Make sure we getting everybody running the likes up on the stream, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. But back to the studio real quick. Get ready to call in, man. Get ready to call in and talk with your boy here on the Coach Smook Network. I want to hear some reactions from our Bama Nation. Bama Nation, how y'all feeling about Alabama basketball being ranked number 2? Number two ranked team in the city. The call-in line is now open, 334-625-1121. Can't wait to get somebody on the line. Hopefully this thing is working correctly. And let me know how my audio sounds. I feel like I'm loud now. Am I loud or are we good now? Should be good now, right? Should be good. 334-625-1121. Call in. And you know, look, if you're a Texas fan tapping in tonight, I want to hear your thoughts. How do you feel like your team is going to fare in this game? How you feel about Texas basketball right now?
Call from
Zach Willie.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Coach Smook? It's been a while.
Yeah, man. Look, look. It looks like I got the audio and everything squared away too, man. Looks like we looking good on the stream. Let me know if y'all can hear Zach in the chat, y'all. Let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Zach. How you feeling tonight, buddy?
I'm feeling good tonight, man. Just excited for, Jalen Hurts, proving all of his haters wrong in the Super Bowl last night. They said that going into the league, he would never carry his team, much less win a Super Bowl. And not only has he carried his team to the Super Bowl once, but twice, and the second time he got him the W.
100%, man. And that's the thing. We kind of did our before we got cut off earlier, we were doing our reaction to the Super Bowl victory. And I tried to go away from the obvious narrative of Alabama players being very intricate. Well, just SEC players being intricate in the win, but to see Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith, that moment, kind of reminiscent of 2nd and 26. That was an awesome moment to witness. But like you said, man, same way that they're doubting Jalen Milroe right now, is how they did Jalen Hurts, and that's a testament to keeping your head down, doing the hard work, believing in yourself, and just committing to developing, committed to being exactly what your team needs you to be victorious. So definitely excited for those Philadelphia Eagles. I'm just glad that we didn't see another three-peat. I kind of like to have a little bit of turmoil with these success stories. I think the Chiefs will be back though, Zach. I think they'll be back next season.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I agree. Andy Reid is doing great things with Kansas City. It's just this year was the Eagles' time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was Hurts' time to win a Super Bowl this time, and their defense played an excellent game. Going not only just going into the Super Bowl, but at the Super Bowl as well. Their defensive coordinator against Kansas City type offenses, they was 0-8 going into that game, and that defensive coordinator came out and proved that he can get a W against Kansas City type talented team, you know, offensive team,
Right,
and offensive production. You know, the thing that hurt Kansas City last night was the offensive line. If the offensive line could have blocked better, Kansas City probably would have won the game.
I don't know, Zach. I don't know, because I feel like Philadelphia's secondary was just as locked in as their front. The secondary didn't really give up any major plays until the fourth quarter, when the game was clearly out of hand, and those were clearly second string and third string guys.
Right.
And so I don't know, man. I think like you said at the beginning of your statement, the game plan defensively really took Kansas City out of their comfort zone with what they try to do, and like. I promise you, man, I don't think Philadelphia falls off with losing Kellen Moore. I think they have a system in place that's easy transitional to the next coordinator. Plenty of coordinators are going to be familiar with that style of play calling. But defensively, if they can hold on to that defensive coordinator for another 2 years, they'll be lucky. But appreciate the reaction on the Super Bowl, Zach. Zach, our Crimson Tide basketball, number 2.
Oh yeah.
Number 2 in the nation right now. A lot of people thought we were going to be number 1 with Auburn taking a loss to Florida. I think that's, if you're Auburn, you're losing on the road against Florida. It's not a bad loss. Florida is not a trash team. So get much respect to what they've been able to do this season. Still have the overall best record in the conference, both conference and overall record. So not mad at where we fall at. What are your thoughts on that, Zach?
Right, and I agree. I'm not upset. I was one of the ones that thought Alabama might jump into the number 1 spot, but I'm not mad at it, because I also, if you look at Auburn's overall schedule that they played this year, their schedule is just as good, if not better than ours. So I mean, you know, they going into that game, they was clearly the number 1 favorite for the best team in the country. With the loss, it kind of put a little doubt in the voters' minds, but they're still clearly overall the best team in the country in basketball right now. And Alabama has a chance to prove that, they deserve that number 1 spot next Saturday.
Yeah. I was just about to ask you, Zach, what's your excitement? We have the game against Texas tomorrow. We definitely want our boys to stay locked in and focused on that. But this Saturday, man, we have the Iron Bowl, the basketball Iron Bowl this Saturday. So right. I'm excited, man. I think this one is going to be one that's going to go down to the wire. Are we at home, right? We're at home for this one.
We're at home for this one, and then we have to go to their house the last game of the regular season and play them again, but at their place. Yeah. So I wouldn't. I would be super excited if we split, the series with them and won at home and then lost to them at their place. I wouldn't be upset at that one bit, but we can't, go 0-2 against them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it would be better to go 2-0 against them, but we cannot go 0-2.
100%. 100% cannot take 2 L's to them. Not this year. Not with the momentum that we have. Not with the number 2 ranking. This would be a perfect opportunity to really create some separation going into the tournament. Even if we don't win the conference tournament, if we was to go 2-0 against them in the regular season, I think that sets us up for a quality postseason run in the March in the NCAA tournament. All right, Zach. Last thoughts. Last topic of conversation here, so we can get the phone line open back up, buddy.
All right.
Alabama fourth quarter program kicks off today. I listened to your message. As a matter of fact, can I play your voicemail here while we're live? Let me see.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see if it's gonna let me. We talked about some guys that would kind of start this. The question of the day was, who were some guys that we saw beginning to create some separation, or would create some separation and become guys to kind of watch going into the spring game? And Zach gave us a list of players. Let me see if I can get the voicemail up, y'all. Let me see. And if y'all didn't hear the voicemail from earlier, we're gonna continue to respond to that one. That one was pretty funny, y'all. It was pretty cool. I don't know if y'all. We have to find out who the voicemail came from. Let's see if we can get Zach's voicemail playing through here. Let me see real quick, Zach.
All right, man. Yes, Coach Smook. This is for the vlog. My list of impact players are Jalen Hale, Cole Adams, Loxier Brooks, Michael Carroll, Danny Lewis, Richard Young, Kevin Rowley,
Katrina, what's up?
Quarterback, Keelan Russell, Quay Russaw.
Okay. Zach done named the whole lineup.
Damani Jackson. There might have been one or two that was in there that isn't with the team that went to the draft because it was before I had confirmed or I had forgotten that they.
Nah, you got everybody that you listed is coming back. Damani Jackson's coming back. Keelan Russell is there. You said Richard Young and Kevin Riley. Yeah, I like that list, man. So, what do you feel allows if you had to pick one player off of that list, who right now is the immediate impact? I mean, just I feel like there's a athlete in this class that we're gonna be hearing a lot about once the pads get put on and we start getting on field workouts. Who do you feel like is really just going to stand out early in this spring, Zach?
Early in the spring, I'm high on Keelan Russell to come in and insert himself into this offense and show that just because he was hype coming in, he backs it up.
Right.
He's not just all hype. He's actually him, as we like to say.
Bet. All right, Zach. Well, I appreciate you for tapping in, man, and calling in, being the first caller on this night's show, man. We trying to get at least 3 or 4 calls in. So let me get you off the line, man. Anything you want to say to the family before I let you off, brother?
Just Roll Tide AAA family. Love you guys. And let's keep doing what we're doing and pushing this thing until it gets to where we want to get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Zach.
All right. Roll Tide, Coach.
Roll Tide, my buddy. Yes, sir. Zach Wheeler on the line, man. Y'all, go ahead. Pick up the phone. Call right now. The phone line is open. 334-625-1121. Discussing the topics of today's talk show. Today's call-in. Alabama basketball number 2. Super Bowl reactions. Alabama basketball number 2. And first day of the fourth quarter program. Got a report. Got some inside scoop. Some quality things happening in the locker room, in the culture. Everybody's kind of seen what Rock Montgomery was talking about with us earlier, even before the season was over, how, towards the end of the season, you saw mentality start to change. So you see that starting to be highlighted on some of your main publications now. And we had been talking about, we spoke with a few of the other players, just getting a feel for where their mindsets are, dealing with so much change in the past 2 years of college football, man. Dealing with so much change. So hearing that the fourth quarter program is started off, today was day one. Not much to report other than guys showing up motivated, locked in. Nobody was late. No injuries, no, nothing crazy on day one. Everything going according to plan. The intensity is there. There's a sense of accountability. Things that we've already been talking about. We are seeing just it roll over into the early spring prep. I'm ready to get into the spring ball talk. We're going to have more conversations. As you all know, we have our coach Smook. Let me hear it. Call and segment. What's up, Coach Smook in chat? What's up, Plain Truth? How you feeling, man? The phone line's open, Plain Truth. 334-625-1121. We getting reactions to Alabama basketball being ranked number 2. Day one of the fourth quarter program kicking off. Reports of positivity, energy, intensity. Everything you want to hear, locked in, focused. Everything you want to hear. Everything you want to hear. Getting into this spring prep, man. I'm ready for some. And it just ended. We literally, a month, not even a full month past college football. I think we're just as eager to turn the page as the rest of a lot of teams that went through transition. But Alabama fans mostly. Especially after seeing our team peak so fast in the season, man. It was a struggle to watch it at the last 6 weeks of our season, but to see the potential early in the season, how fast we were trending up, and it just kind of hit a ceiling. You saw where those growth curves had to be attacked, and yeah, man, I think we had a better season than what we could have hoped for, but. We had a caller a few weeks ago. I want to play this phone call again, y'all. I got to. Until we get somebody calling in. Let me see. I'm going to play this phone call one more time, y'all. This one was an epic one. This one probably going to be one to go down in history. Here we go. Check it out. We had a phone call leave a message. Had a caller leave a message here on the Coach Smook Network. What's up, Dino? Locked in like we heard mid-2024 season or locked in? The thing is, man, mid-24 season, you're talking about a team that was being led by, what they felt like the standard should be, and that's fair. That's fair. Guys came back. They want to carry the tradition. They had a chance, and to a certain degree, they maintained it. They were dealing with a different culture and mindset, being allotted so much freedom and movement. And you could tell it was hard to find that balance, and it kind of started clicking towards the end of the season. I'm excited to see how it continues to develop in the locker room and in the culture of Alabama. Let me see. Locked in. Okay, doing good, my brother. A little tired from work. Just got going to enjoy your show. Hey, enjoy this. Check this out, man. This is a message we got from a caller. We had to play this earlier. We're going to respond to it now because since we're talking Alabama football and basketball.
Hey, I'm calling from Gaston, Alabama. Hey, I'm a Alabama fan, and hey, I think some serious changes need to take place in Alabama. We got the talent. We was in the top 10 on recruiting, 2025, and in order you can have all the 5 stars you want, 4 stars or whoever. But if they go, whoever's riding that horse, whoever's leading the head coach or handling operation and position those players in the right position.
Y'all got to help me find this caller. Everybody in the chat, we got 20 in the chat right now based off this counter up. The counter up there. Y'all see it? The counter is at the top. We got 20 people in the chat. Make sure y'all liking and sharing the stream for you, boy. I want to get some more people on the phone line. I really don't, and I love when we have callers come in. We got to have this conversation and really not point blame or place blame, but we got to have this conversation and look at it for what it is. You have it's kind of like that first year of marriage or first year of a relationship. Like, it's good sometimes, but there's times where that person you're with, they do stuff that gets on your nerves, and you have choices to make. Are you going to continue to do what you do or what you used to? Or are you going to kind of be lenient and start learning how to deal with it or cope with these things so that it is beneficial for the overall relationship? And that's what we saw happen last year at Alabama, where you had guys who were used to winning at the University of Alabama. The players at the University of Alabama were used to winning, right? It wasn't like we were coming off of a 8-4 season or anything like that. This was a team that was one snap away from playing in the national championship, one quality snap away from playing in the national championship. And you bring in a coach who led a quote unquote lesser talented team to the national championship with another program that he had 2 years to get to that stage. I think we're now in the observation phase of the Caleb DeBoer era. Now we get to see what this era is going to bring. I told you all when I heard the rumblings of Ryan Grubb getting fired that the moment that there was any type of traction, that will be a primary move for this staff to make this offseason. And just like you would have thought the Smook Scoop wrote the script, we said that Nick Sheridan would be working with quarterback development, some type of aspect of that, still having some type of input or say so in pass game coordination. Jamarcus Shepard. I said Jamarcus Russell. I'm sorry. Jamarcus Shepard having the opportunity to really focus on wide receiver development, assisting in pass game coordinating. Right, you still got Coach Cap there with your run game court. Like, this is going to be a ultra staff, like the staff that really you get to see maximize player development. And I'm telling y'all, this is the year we're going to see a lot more players getting reps early in games. A lot of young players will be playing early throughout the season. You're going to see red shirts handed out a lot earlier because guys are going to get heavy reps to get evaluated early in these seasons. Because weeks 8 through 12, 8 through 13, those are the weeks where you got to have second and third guys on the depth chart playing 20 to 25 reps a game in conference play. So everybody pulling up. I'm the last 8. What's good, my brother? Roll Tide, Travelpreneur Sports. I see y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure y'all drop a like on the stream. Share the stream. Thank y'all for tapping in and supporting the Coach Smook Network. Y'all continue to run the likes up. If y'all see the reaction button, I know there's like heart reactions and stuff. That helps with algorithm, letting people know that we're live here on the Coach Smook Network. But get back to the phone call, man. This gentleman, he's kind of stating his gripes and complaints with, the way that Alabama performed. To me, sounds like one of those fans that expects to win a national championship every year, which is okay. You can demand excellence from your team. But let's look at it from a realistic aspect when we have this conversation. Let's get back into it. Here we go.
Knowing the people, knowing the guys, the players, and how to use them the correct way at their talent. But I say Sheridan must go. He's a tight end coach. The kids, the young men are tired of him. Look at Henry Law. Look
hey, y'all.
He got the ball. He's a big running back.
We got to find him.
The kids, the young men are tired of him. Look at Henry Law.
I love it, man. He said the young man's tired of him.
Look how many times he got the ball. He's a big running back. We needed to use him. Look at the Heisman Trophy runners like out of Tennessee used to.
He talking about. I think he talking about Derrick Henry.
Run for. Tennessee.
I think he talking about Derrick Henry.
Yeah, big running backs, and that's in the NFL. we needed Law to be a starter, not these little bitty running backs. I realized I like the guy from Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia brings out great running backs, great players. You know, so much talent there. Why didn't they say Miller? I wasn't impressed about the way Miller runs. He was they gave him the ball so much that I guess other people and fans liked him. He's not explosive enough for me now. For me, I'm 62 years old, and hey, I can go.
He can go, baby.
I've seen a lot of football and all, but I think we should have gave him more of a chance. He was I think 5-star coming, 4 or 5.
Y'all, come on, man. This is gold, man. This is gold. So pure and so heartfelt with his take, and I feel him. Plain truth, come on now. Leave Uncle alone now, plain truth. That man, hey, he said what he said, and the thing is, to be that age, you know, he's seen the golden era of Alabama football. He's also seen like the dumps of Alabama football. So he got a little say so now. He got a little say so, and he not speaking from a whiny standpoint. He don't sound fair weather to me. He stays some facts. He said Kendrick Law is a running back. We all know Kendrick Law was a wide receiver, but he was definitely should have been used more so in the running back facet, right? He said Nick Sheridan has got to go. We got to get rid of Nick Sheridan. I got to pull up some stats real quick, y'all, because I don't think he realized how hesitant of a back Justice Haynes was and how he affected our rushing offense momentum wise. And I'm gonna pull something up here. Because Jam Miller, his yards per carry average was, for the volume that they had, which was similar. They had a similar volume. Justice Haynes was not as effective in this run scheme, in his run blocking scheme as Jam Miller. His skill sets, we thought that he was as quick and shifty as Jam, but come to the season and find out he's not. Jam Miller really has that breakaway speed. So I gotta find this gentleman's name, man, and find out who he is, because he definitely was misquoting, talking about Jam Miller's breakaway speed. Jam was probably the second fastest in the room behind Jalen Milroe. But let me see. I got these stats up now. Let me see if I can pull them up. Let me see. All right, let's go. Let's just go here. And then I gotta change the chat color up for when we on this screen, so y'all can see y'all chat still. Let me get the chat off of here right now for now. But here we go. So we looking at the stats, the rushing stats from last year, y'all. What's wrong with my mouse? Okay, I couldn't see it. All right, so looking at the stats, man, and I like to look at the primary ball carries. He did have a point. Kendrick Law only 8 carries. Baby Debo with only 8 carries. That's a problem for me. And a lot of times, guys, I will tell you, a lot of these were RPO reads where Jalen Milroe decided to keep the ball. Look at he had 20 more carries than your lead running back. That's not good. Literally 80 more yards. Like, you look at the amount of carries, and Justice Haynes, we know he was injured for a certain amount of time. You see his average, you see the breakaway, but the inconsistency is what kept him from being the primary back. I look at what Jam Miller did with his production, right? 4.6 yards per carry. The offensive line being, shifted around the way it was. The positive forward running that he had, I think he averaged more yards before contact, more yards after contact than Justice Haynes, because of his decisive running style. You look at the running back room coming back this season, I like what we have coming back. Richard Young. I like Jam Miller. I like Daniel Hill. Those 3 right there is enough for me. Then you got the young man from What's the transfer from Louisiana Monroe, I believe. I forget his name. Somebody get me the gentleman's name. I'm gonna go find it right now. We're gonna go right here to the roster. Is they gonna have the updated roster? They don't, cause they still got J.R. Gardner. Hey, shout out to J.R. Gardner. I don't know if y'all heard, but my boy hit the portal. He's at Alabama State. Gonna be going and checking in with him this season, this upcoming spring, checking on his growth and his journey. Y'all know we gonna continue to support every athlete that's took time out of their day to come to the Coach Smook Network. Was it Dre Washington? Appreciate that last 8. You don't think Miller is the most talented running back in the group? I would love to hear your thoughts on that on the phone line, 334-625-1121. Call in. Let me hear your thoughts. Who do you think was the most chat? Another question for the chat. Who do you think was the most talented running back in the room? We got 25 people in the chat. Let me see your thoughts in the chat, or you can call in 334. Who do you think is the most talented running back in the room? Is the most talented running back in the room coming into this season? However you want to talk about it. And then, what does this offense, what does this run game look like this year? Knowing that we're getting back into what this staff wanted, that more so of their identity, more so of what we saw them do at Fresno State, at Indiana, at Washington. You know, building off the explosive run game. I remember I used to say that a lot during our watch parties. Yeah, I remember I would say that, or the live game simulations, trying to get the explosive run game established early. Explosive run game for this offense is 4+ yards per carry. You see both backs that we showed, they both averaged over 4 yards per carry. It was the volume in which we were distributing it to them, and is why I believe the offense was kind of stunted in its growth, right? You take away the super athletic quarterback now, and you get in a system where all quarterbacks available are more adept and more inclined, knowledge-wise, with dissecting coverages, breaking down coverages, going through their reads. I think this is an opportunity to see this offense in its full form going into the spring. I think we're going to have a lot of good reports, post-practice reports, especially when we get to our 11s. So 334-625-1121. Let me get your thoughts on it. Running backs. I think it may end up being Young because we know what we got from Miller. You think Young might be the most talented in the room? I don't know, man. I don't think we know what we got from Jam Miller just yet. I think it was a lot of games, man, where he would get to that 11, 12 carry mark, and the game just kind of got taken out of the running back's hands. And I won't blame the play caller. I tell you, a lot of times there was a lot of plays, and we talked about this multiple times during the season, where we would go back and Jalen Miro would keep the ball. It was like he would be keying on the wrong defender to read as far as what was keep and what was give, And when he did execute, you saw how effective it was. It was just his inability to stay consistent with execution. The running back room, man. Like I said, I like Jam Miller to be our lead back again next year. I like Richard Young to be a guy that's going to come in and not just a power back. Richard Young showed last year that he was more than a power back. I think majority of his runs were the breakout runs in the game. You get them in third quarter and you need a change of pace back. I'm just saying, like, I just don't know. I think he has the skill set. His hands, Daniel Hill, a bigger back with good hands out of the backfield. These are some backs that we're going to have to find a good balance in distributing the ball. I would love to see Jam Miller, have 150 carries this year. And then the 168 carries that Jalen Miro took last year, let's get 40 of those to Kevin, not Kevin Riley, or I don't know, man. Kevin Riley, Daniel Hill. Get 20 of those split up between those your 2B, 2C guys, right? But your 1A, 1B guys, those guys need those 120 plus. We saw Washington be limited to one running back for majority of that national championship season. They dealt with a lot of injuries in their running back room. I think the young man's name was Dylan Johnson, 1,000-yard back with 200 carries, I believe, 200 total carries. So you got to be averaging at least 5 yards per carry. I think he averaged 5.6 yards per carry at Washington. I think we have two backs that can kind of divide their load up but get twice the amount of production because of the style of player that we have in the running back room. I really do. From the little taste that we got from Young, I believe he's going to be a beast. Facts, Kareem, 100%. Right, I think Jam going to be good. Coach Smook, I hate losing to Tennessee, bro. Ooh, let's not. I'm glad we get them at home this year because they've secured a crazy good 25 recruiting class, and they're going to work with that 26 class. Telling y'all, especially with the young and Brandon Faison. Been hearing some reports that we might be making a push for the young boy at quarterback. That would be an awesome snatch flip if we was able to do that. But back into the conversation, man. Looks like the phone line kind of died down. It's cool. It's cool because we want to be done by 7:30. I think we got some quality clips. Basketball, though, like I said, tomorrow night, Alabama versus Texas, man. Alabama versus Texas. We have to execute against this Texas squad. We cannot allow them to come in and get in any type of crazy early rhythm. We can't do it. They are a streaky team. They're not going to kill us with the 3-ball. They're going to grind it out. They're going to be physical. And we got to make sure we're taking care of the ball because if they slowing the game down and forcing turnovers, it's going to be bad news for us. It's going to be bad news. But I see this team coming in playing a tough one. I will be tuned in. Might do a watch party live. You never know, man. Like I said, thank everybody. I said it earlier. Thank everybody for their prayers. With everything going on, I appreciate y'all. Family is everything. So anytime I got to handle family stuff, y'all know I'm not going to hesitate to jump off and go handle family. So I appreciate everybody that checked in. I think that was a good hour of a show. What y'all think? We're trying to get into more of those, dive into the topics, get the hour out, and then get the clips out. Check them out, Coach. Don't forget, we got Check them out, Coach. All you recruits that's been asking, man, I see the inbox. We have all the edits being finished up. We're going to start pushing those out tomorrow evening just to kind of help build up towards the next episode on Thursday. We'll put the roster out for Thursday on Wednesday evening with the next roster of guys that we will be doing recruiting highlight film review here on the Coach Smook Network for. And if you all haven't seen, man, one of our brothers, he's got his own channel. We actually will be collabing in the recruiting space and doing some other content with Gridiron Sites, Coach Marcus Dent, former NFL and collegiate athlete, now dedicated to helping the next generation of athletes in the football space, in football recruiting. Staff member on the Battle 7-on-7 football circuit that will be attending throughout this, and also I think he's one of the staffers for the Under Armour All-American recruiting staff. So we're making some networking connections, getting some things tapped in, so that we can continue to bring out this insight. Let me get off here, man. I'm gonna go visit some family real quick. Y'all keep us prayed up. I'm gonna go get some food in me and get these videos edited up and get all the content out here for the Coach Smook Network, man. Appreciate y'all supporting and doing what y'all do. And remember, what's this? Today is Monday, so tomorrow we have our gaming content. We'll try to get some gaming content going. I just got to see how everything's going tomorrow. Gaming content. If y'all want to pull up PlayStation Network back up, appreciate that, Katrina. Appreciate the love. Is the PlayStation Network back up, everybody? Because if the PlayStation Network back up, we gonna get some community games in starting tomorrow around noon. Try to get some more work in. I gotta get some work in, y'all. I'm trash on NCAA right now. 21st is literally 11 days away. I gotta get some work in. I gotta put in some work, chat. Gotta really put in some work so I can be representing for the AAA family. Can't be going to these tournaments getting my wig split. Can't be going. Oh, and we will be at the Alabama versus Auburn women's basketball game on the 25th. I can't end the show without giving a shout out to our ladies, man. Coming off another victory against Florida. We talked about that a little bit earlier. Shout out to them. Still streaking. Number 20. I think we're number 25. Are we number 25 now? I think they dropped us in rankings after we dropped that. That's one of my favorite beats right here, y'all. Can't even lie. Can't even lie. Oh, Kentucky and Ole Miss playing right now. Women's basketball. Kentucky women getting that BTA. Let me see, y'all. When we play again. I'm about to check it. All right, we got A&M on the 17th. Tennessee, we at Tennessee. Jesus. Woo. On the 20th. And then the 23rd, we're at home against Auburn. Then we follow up against LSU. Ooh, the 23rd and 27th gonna be two big games. Woo! Two big games. I can't wait for that. The softball team is doing great. Softball season kicked off. Where have I been at? What's up, Deborah? How you feeling? Yeah. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all drop likes on the stream, man. We're gonna get back to our regular schedule, y'all. I told y'all month of February gonna be we setting the tone. So we got the 23rd. We got a week off with women's basketball. We see our women get back into action next week on the 17th against A&M at home. Then we gotta go to Tennessee. Then we see Auburn at home on the 23rd. Yours truly will be in the house. Yes, we will be vlogging that bad boy. Got to. And I gotta get a jersey for that game. We gotta get a jersey for that one. Y'all continue to support the Coach Smook Network. I appreciate y'all for doing what y'all do, man. I couldn't thank y'all enough. Oh man, let me fix my camera view. I thought I had fixed it. Yeah, see, we back at the podium. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and supporting. Don't hesitate to run up the like, share the stream, and do what y'all do when y'all doing what y'all doing, baby. It's your boy Coach Smook, and like I always say, don't forget to holler at me. When you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I appreciate everybody. If you haven't become a member of the AAA family, please do so by clicking the AAA link, joining and becoming a member of the channel. We got some inside scoop coming with spring ball coming up. Y'all know we try to keep you all connected as much as possible. Y'all continue to support, man. Continue to support. You won't be disappointed with the quality of product being produced here on the Coach Smook Network. I love y'all, man. Be blessed. Hopefully this plays correctly. Let me see. All right. Y'all be blessed, y'all.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.